This one.
Which one?
This.
You want to staple them together? You have stapler?
No.
Mm. Okay. Okay, good. Okay, wow, a lot of pages. Okay, so you redo. Okay, so wait. You redo them on full scan. Oh, okay, good. Then you don't have to staple together with the paper because I need. Can you stable this? Because I need to refer to the question. I remember I asked you to redo from. I asked you to redo paper 1 if I'm not wrong.
There is no paper 1.
Or question 1 to 10.
Not 10. 16.
Okay, right? Okay, good.
No, 14.
Right?
15.
Okay, so our requirement is very simple. You do it right the first time, okay? Then you don't have to redo. Because redoing work is not fun. Not fun for you, not fun for me. Okay? I don't want to mark the same paper twice. Okay? I don't want to mark it twice. Okay? So so let's start off with a question. I think you scanned this before, right? Okay, so let's go to the. Is this the one? Let me open it. So for first question, okay, you hold you hold your redo work first. Okay, so for the first question, so over here you just make use of the concept of proportionality. So if x gram, right? So x gram is 60 cents, is $0.6 huh? Okay. Then they say for the number of grams that can be bought by y dollars. So if next time you don't know whether you should take the dollar divided by x or x divided by the dollar, right? One very simple example is you give yourself a simple example. Because sometimes it can be x over 0.6 ma. It can also be 0.6 divided by x, right? Right? So sometimes it's kind of like confusing. Sometimes I also don't know which one divided by which one. But by giving myself a simple example, like let's say I tell myself 1 or 10 gram cost me $20. Okay? So what is 1 gram? So by giving myself this example, right, I think it's pretty clear cut which divided by which. Right? So 1 gram is, so use proportionality. So 10 gram to 1 gram is divided by 10, right? So similarly, then your this $20 also need to divide by 10, right? So therefore you get 20 divided by 10, then there's $2, right? Okay, that's how you get 1 gram. So similarly, so if I apply the concept here to this x and $0.6, so I think it's pretty clear cut which one divided by which one already. So it should be 0.6 divided by x, right? Okay, not x divided by the 0.6. Okay, so I need to use the dollar divided by x. So this is going to give me like 1 gram. This is in terms of dollars. Or if you don't want to play with dollars, you play with cent, you will get 60 cents over x. Okay, so both answers are okay. Okay? For the intermediate step. Now they say you have y dollars. So in fact here is dollars, right? So what you need to do is you need to either take y, so divide by 0.6 over x with a bracket. Why you need a bracket here? Because if you don't put a bracket, nobody knows. If you don't put a bracket here, nobody knows whether you should take y over 0.6 like this or y over 0.6 over x. You understand? So basically it's just like this. How I know whether it's half divided by 3 or 1 divided by 2/3. You understand me?
Yes.
So therefore you need to put a bracket to tell tell yourself and tell the examiner, hey, I want to take the y divided by the 0.6 over x. Okay? Then therefore what you do is, of course, when you divide, right? When you divide is you times, and then you flip the x and the 0.6. So basically you should get this. Okay? Or you get your y into, and ultimately you should get, if you use your calculator, right, over here is 1 over 0.6. So 1 over 0.6 is so basically you use a calculator, you get this. If you simplify, okay, if you simplify, you should get this. Okay, so what do you get? Do you simplify? So in this case, your this is 60, right? So your this, okay, you see, where's your what is your mistake here?
It's not 60.
So first thing first, you don't, like I say, you don't give yourself a simple example. So therefore you get confused whether x over 60 or 60 over x. Actually, this is the problem here. Nope. Actually, a lot of students, they don't know whether, hey, should I take this one divided by this or divide this one divided by this. Sometimes I get confused also. But how should I avoid getting confused? How? Hello.
By putting example.
What example?
Simple example.
Which example?
The one.
Yeah. So once you get this example out, you know that I should take dollar divided by the gram. So once you take dollar divided by gram, so basically it's this one. And then you take the, so once again, so you need to take care of the units also. Okay? Actually, for mathematics, it's very clear cut. Every question, make sure that they have the same unit. Right? It's the same unit. If they are not the same unit, then if you just blindly go and do it, you are wrong. I still remember one question. I don't know whether it's this paper or that whatever paper. They give you 80 kilometer, okay, and they ask you for speed in kilometer per hour, and they give you 80 kilometer in 20 minutes, and then you just blindly go and take 80 divided by 20 is 4, so it's 4 kilometer per hour. Is this correct?
No.
Why not?
Because must put 80 times 3 and then 20 times 3 and then
No, what are you talking about? I am asking you whether 80 divided by 20 is correct or not correct.
It's not.
Why is not correct?
Because it's by 20 minutes.
Yeah, then what?
That means they're looking for minutes, not hour.
So what you need to do?
Make 20 minutes into an hour.
Exactly. So you need to, so in fact every time you actually you are that, I will say you are that dumb student, blindly follow your instinct. Let me be frank with you. Our instinct always trick us. It tricks you, it tricks me, it tricks everybody on earth. If you are human, you tend to be tricked by your instinct. That's why never trust your instinct. Okay? That's why whenever you make important decisions, you want to sit down, be calm, be cool, and then think about it. Similarly, when you do math questions, our instinct is, easy lah. Speed is equal to, what's the formula? Distance, right? Divided by time, right? Okay lah, distance 80, then time 20. But what's the unit?
20 minutes.
Exactly. So this time you notice is 20 minutes, while the question wants kilometer per hour. Sometimes they can give you 80 kilometer and then 20 minutes, and they want the speed to be meter per second. So actually, frankly speaking, your intelligence level is not about concept. Okay? You have no problem with concept. Your problem, where's your problem? You trust your instinct too much. You follow your instinct too much. What's your instinct? Instinct is just do it blindly. Don't read the question. The question asks for meter per second, and even your question is given kilometer and 20 minutes, people still get, I will say, maybe 30% of the people will do this. 30% of your class will do this, 80 over 20. Because they just follow their instinct. Okay? Who will go and think about, hey, yeah, the speed is in meter per second, so I need to convert this to meter. This one I convert to second. Then I will take this divided by this. And that will give me the correct answer. So same thing for your question 1. They say what? 60 cents per 1 gram, right? X gram, yeah, sorry. X gram. You know, a lot of students, they don't give themselves a simple example. They just think that, okay lah, I like X over 60. Yeah. It can be correct. But before I make decision, I better give myself a simple example. Because I know it can be 60 over X. How can I be convinced which is which? How can I be convinced for this kind of question? I give myself an example, $20 for 5 gram. So 1 gram is how much? You take 20 over 5, right? Right? So if you take 20 over 5, means you take dollar divided by gram. So in this case, you take the cent over that. Then you make sure that you tell yourself, hey, I'm playing with cent here. Okay? The question give me what? Dollar, right? Y dollar, right? So Y dollar, you need to convert the Y dollar into cent, which is Y times 100, right? So therefore, you take this dollar over that. So like I say, what you need to do, you need to put a bracket. Why you need a bracket?
Because then you will know it's...
Yep, then you know that I want to take 100y divided by that fraction. Okay, so if you use a calculator, you divide by this, is times, you flip it. That's why I say you should get 5yx over 3. Okay, this is the answer. Remember, don't trust your instinct. You are not the only one who get tricked by instinct. A lot. Adults like us, we get tricked by instinct. It's just like sometimes. Okay, I want to I think you are aware of this, but maybe your mom is not aware of this. Every time you want to explain your reason to your mom just cut you off. It's instinct. Sometimes your reason is quite valid. Sometimes, because I listened to some of your conversations last time when I was in your home. Every time you want to explain, your mom just said, stop making excuses. So, sometimes you are making excuses. I agree with your mom. But sometimes your reasons are valid. But your mom's instinct tend to be what? Cut you off. You realize that or not? You realize that or not? Because I'm not saying this is right or wrong. I'm just telling you, if adults like us, mom, your father, myself, we can get tricked by our instinct without listening to you. You also get tricked by your instinct also. This is very human nature. So what I'm trying to tell you is, if you realize it's not right to cut somebody off so early, so we should try to listen to other people first, then you should read the question first. I mean, read the entire question, not just part of the question. Okay? So don't behave like the impatient mom. Don't act like your impatient mom. So act like your patient mom. Read the question carefully, then start doing the questions. For speed, for this gram, because for gram it can be kilogram, right? For speed it can be meter, it can be kilometer, it can be seconds, it can be hour. So read the entire question first. And this is nothing to do with concept. It's about your habit. Our habit, our instinct is we read the question, we don't care about the unit, and we do it. And this is the so-called one of the mistakes of we human beings. Okay, so can you be more patient next time? Read the question first, then do the question. So this is the answer for question 1. Next, okay, the next one, did you put a bracket for the negative number 2?
Yes.
Okay, once you put it, then your answer is most of the time is correct already. Then so you also fill it up with the bracket, so your answer is correct. So once again, I want to emphasize, if you score for mathematics or if you don't score for mathematics, it's not about whether you know the concept or not. Your score, you can score 80, you can score 60. The 20 mark difference it's not because you know how to do or you don't know how to do. What's the problem? Sometimes you can score 80, sometimes you get 60. What's the problem?
No simple example.
No, it's not about simple example. It's because you follow your instinct. Your instinct is you get negative number, but whether you get negative number or positive number, you don't care. You just put it in. Can you just put it in?
No.
You can't. When you put in a negative number, you need to. What you need to do?
Think.
When you put in a negative number, what you need to do?
Put bracket.
Exactly. But your instinct is. What's your instinct?
Don't put bracket.
Not don't put, just put. Don't care, right? Minus sign. What do you need to do for the terms behind the minus sign? What's your instinct?
Don't put bracket.
Don't care, right? Just write it out, right? But actually you need to put a bracket, right? After the minus sign. Am I right? So you see, your problem is you follow your instinct too much. So, well, you should think about it before you do the questions. Okay. Hold on. This question very, very funny. Okay. So you split. Your splitting is correct. So 2, 3, x, y, and z. And then this is 2. You split the 2 into what? You split the 2 into 2. Can you split the 2 to 2? If you split the 2 into 2, did you split the 2?
1 and 2.
Exactly. So when you split the number, you need to split into 2 factors. If you never, that means you skip this. Let's say you skip the 1. You are not splitting the 2. You are copying down the 2. Okay? So if you split to 2 and actually you are supposed to split it. Okay? So if you split it, then you realize 2xz, 2xz gone. So you're left with. Actually, another thing I want to let you know is if you get answers like that, let's say you never split. Let's say you get this. You get rid of the 2xz, right? Don't you find it's funny? you have 3y, and you have a plus, and then suddenly nothing. Don't you find it's a bit funny? Don't you find it's a bit funny? So if you find it, something is awkward here, okay, quite awkward, it doesn't look right, then you ask yourself, did I make a mistake somewhere? And most of the time, you have made a mistake somewhere. It's very awkward. This one is very awkward. Okay? Alright? And by the way, I have emphasized before, if you have a 2, you are supposed to split the 2. 2 and 1. If you just put this, you are not splitting. You are not splitting a 2. You are not splitting a 2. This one is, you are not splitting the 2. You are copying the 2 down. Okay? When you copy the 2 down, we are supposed to split. So you once again you see you're not doing what we want. I asked you to split, right? Factorization is about splitting element, right? So if you are not splitting, of course you're wrong. And by the way, you already end up with something funny, and then you still carry on with your this mistake. It can't be right. Right? Next. Then there is this problem with you here. Why you split the 9 to 133?
Because there's a negative.
When you split, right? Let's say if I give you like 6, right? Are you going to split 2 and 3? Or you are going to split 2, 3, 1?
2 and 3.
2 elements, right? Then what about this? Minus 9. You split into how many elements?
3.
Why 3 elements suddenly?
Because of the negative.
Can't you make it 2 elements? What you can split the negative 9 into?
Negative 3 and 3.
Simple. Right? Of course, you don't want to split into negative 3 and 3. You can split to 3 and negative 3 as well. So, you can either split the first one or the second one. That means basically you ask yourself, I can take out negative 3 or I can take out 3. But I'm not going to take out 3 elements. No. If you take out 3 elements, that means next time I give you 24, you're going to give me what, 2 times 3 times 2 times 2. If you can give me 3 elements, you can give me 4 elements. You can give me 4 elements, you can 5 elements next time. Then there is no end to it already. There is no end to it already. Next time maybe you can give me 6. For factorization, just 2 elements. Pick your right one. Even though your answer is correct, but I'm not happy with the intermediate steps. Okay? You are not doing the right way. Okay? I don't care about the answer actually. I care about the working. If your working is correct, your answer is wrong, I'm still happy. If your answer is correct, your working is wrong, wrong. Because 1 plus 2 is 3, right? 0 plus 3 is
3.
2 times 1.5.
3.
All answers are 3, right? But there is only one correct working. Okay? So that's why I don't care about the answer. Okay? Your working must be right. Okay? Your answer, you have, that means basically you have all kinds of possibilities to get 3. But there is only one working is right. Okay? There is only one working is right. That's why I focus on the working. I don't focus on the answer. I'm checking your answer now. How come you are so funny? 12B, your gradient is positive or negative? And by the way, are you supposed to use your brain or you're supposed to use your calculator? Where's your calculator? Did you use your calculator?
Yes.
Or use your brain? So your calculator gives you positive or negative? You punch calculator also punch wrongly, you are insane already, okay? So positive or negative gradient?
Positive.
Look at the graph, positive or negative
Positive.
gradient. If you get a negative gradient, what you should do?
Redo.
Exactly. That's why I don't understand why you get negative gradient. Okay? How come your part C and your part C over here they are the same thing? You already redo and you go and copy the question from there. You are supposed to redo the question. And then your answer turn out to be the same. Does it make sense? Does it make sense? You need to redo the question. Can you wake up? You redo the question, you go and copy the answer from your first attempt. I don't have to look at it, I already know you are wrong already. Different approach, different attempt, same answer.
Then how am I supposed to answer it?
How you are supposed to answer it? Look at what is your equation now. What is your equation now? Second attempt. Your equation is different already, and you still key in the first attempt equation. Did you write the first attempt equation? And you still ask me how you're supposed to write it. Yes or no? The answer is yes or no.
No.
Why no?
Because negative 6 times 1/3
Yeah.
plus 4
Uh-huh.
is still not negative 5.
Exactly. This should be your reasoning. And you give me the first attempt equation. And you still ask me, how am I supposed to write it? You're supposed to use the second attempt equation. And somehow you copy the first attempt answer exactly for the part C. You put a bracket already, and then did you do anything to the bracket when you open the bracket? You put the bracket. Did you do anything when you open the bracket? I asked you to redo, and then you end up with the same answer, is it? Yeah, lor. I asked you to redo. You end up with the same answer, the first attempt. Does it make sense or not? Does it make sense or not?
No.
Are you insane already or not? First attempt tell you it's wrong. And then second attempt is the same nonsense. Are you insane already? First attempt already tell you your answer is wrong. And you just blindly go and, okay, put a bracket, yeah, put a bracket, done already. And then the answer still come out the same. After putting the bracket. You already changed the question already, okay? You change the question, your answer should be different from the first attempt. If you change the question, the answer is still the same, it means something is not right with you. That's why I say just now the part C. The part C, your second attempt, the answer is exactly like the first attempt. Well, I always say your first attempt is wrong. Who you are trying to fool now? You want to fool who? Who you are trying to fool now? First attempt tell you it's wrong. Second attempt say answer. Who you want to fool now? You are fooling yourself. Same thing. First attempt tell you it's wrong. Second attempt answer is still the same. When you change something, answer should be different already. At least your answer need to be different. Not like, oh, I put bracket already, okay, I forget about it. When you put the bracket, what is that consequence? It's going to change your answer. So for 2 questions, you try to fool yourself. You don't ever think that you will fool me. You can't fool me, okay? You can't fool me, okay? You have not reached that level that you can fool me yet. Who you are trying to fool now? First attempt the answer, second attempt also same answer. Well, I clearly tell you the first attempt is wrong. Who you are trying to fool now? If your first attempt is this answer, second attempt redo still this answer, while I say it's wrong, that means your second attempt is also wrong. Then you better go and redo third attempt. Something must be not right. You cannot fool me, okay? You have not reached that level yet. So, you only fool yourself. Okay, the rest is good. So let me see your second attempt, how many answers you still get it wrong. No, sorry. Do you have a red pen?
No.
And I remember clearly, slope up is positive gradient, and I don't know what you are thinking. Okay? Slope up, your gradient is negative and you still accept your answer. You are fooling yourself. Right? You are fooling yourself. Unless you tell me you are a fool, you are fooling yourself. Second attempt, still 4 wrong. 2 questions, the answer exactly like the first attempt. And you still accept that 2 answers. Okay? You better wake up. You're going to do the next paper, right? Okay, good. If I tell you your first attempt is wrong, I ask you to redo. Your second attempt, you give me the same answer. You are fooling yourself. Okay? It doesn't make sense. First attempt is wrong, second attempt the answer is the same thing. So your approach is wrong. Something must be wrong. Go ahead and find out what is wrong. Don't just accept it blindly. You understand? Slope up, positive gradient. When you get negative, you better redo. Because there are many things you can do wrong. One of them is you key, you punch, also punch wrongly. You sub, you also sub wrongly. Negative number sub in, instinct, never put bracket. Okay, next one. Can you staple together first? By the way, your mom is a super busy mom already. You don't add your you don't be a burden to your mom also. Okay? Why I say you're a burden? Because while you can do one paper, just do it right the first time. If you need to do the second time, for all questions, that's a burden to yourself plus to your mom. Okay? And you should be responsible for your work, not your mom. Not your mom. Okay? You should be the one who asks your mom, hey, where's my homework for this week? Or you can ask myself, hey teacher, I have not received the homework for this week. Where is my homework? Alright? You should be responsible, not your mom. Okay? If you come late for my lesson, you are responsible. Don't blame the MRT. Don't blame your father. Okay? You should be responsible for your own self. If this is your paper, you should be responsible. If this is your homework, you are responsible. Okay? Can. Okay, first question. Okay, what's this thing you need to do for inequality? I also memorize when you change the sign and when you don't change the sign for inequality. Did you write it down somewhere? By the way, when you write it down somewhere, I ask you to memorize, okay? Not write it down and then forget about it. If you write it down and you forget about it, it's as good as you never learn. So what is the statement? Before you can find where the statement is, what is that statement when you change the sign?
Times or divide the two numbers and then change the sign.
Very good. That's why you get it wrong. Very good. Because that is your statement, not my statement. You go and look at what you have written.
I don't have it here.
Now you see, you don't even know where it is. No wonder you get it wrong. If you get it right, I'm surprised already. If you get this one right, I'm surprised already. You know what? You don't even remember the statement. You create your own statement. What is the statement for inequality? We talked about it a few times, not one time. So this question, if you get it wrong, is inexcusable. I'm quite generous. If you get it wrong the first time, I'm fine with it. If you get it wrong the second time, I'm fine with it. But the third time, your problem. It's your problem. Can you repeat the statement just now you said?
Times or divide the two numbers and then change the...
Very good. If you times or divide by the two numbers, you change the sign. How is this different from the equal sign? I mean the equation. That means every single time you need to change the sign lah. Right? Because you say times or divide by a number, then both sides, then you need to switch the sign. That means every single time you need to switch the sign. Does this make sense? Does this statement make sense?
No.
Every single time you need to switch the sign. Based on your statement. So what's the right statement then? Now you realize your statement is wrong. And you don't even know where the statement is. You deserve to be wrong. When you times or divide by a negative number on both sides. It's a negative number on both sides. Times or divide by a negative number. Not just negative number. Times or divide by a negative number on both sides. Not like, oh, I see a negative number, I change sign. What's the statement?
Times or divide by a negative number, then change sign.
Okay. Did you times or divide by a negative number?
No.
Then what you should do?
Don't change sign.
Exactly. So what is the correct statement?
Times or divide by a negative number, then change sign.
Yeah. On both sides.
Both sides.
You better write it somewhere and memorize it. And don't get it wrong the fourth time or more. Remember, you are responsible for all your work, not your mom. Can you repeat the statement? I just want to make sure you are
Times or divide by a negative number and then change the sign.
on both sides. Did you write on both sides? So what's the statement again?
Times or divide by a negative number on both sides and then change the sign.
Then other than that? Other than this? What you do? So other than this condition, what you do?
Change the sign.
If you get this condition, then you change the sign, right? Other than this condition, what you do? Like for example, this one. It's a positive number. You divide by a positive number, right? What you do?
Then the sign doesn't change.
Yeah, exactly. So other than that condition, I don't do anything. Don't change the sign. Simple as that. Times 0.5. Change or no change?
No change.
Why?
It's not a negative number.
Exactly. Simple as that. Next. Oh, okay, so once you get this, how do you get this? So the answer here is this. So you divide by 3, right? You divide by 3 or divide by 8?
Divide by 3.
You divide by 3, and then you get x, then you get negative 8, and then I ask myself, positive, no need, same. So how do you represent this on the number line? Done? Let me see. Wrong. Here's 0, right? Actually, first thing first, you need to draw a number line first. Before you can represent this in the number line, you need to draw a number line. So mark the 0. Then where is the negative 8?
Behind 0.
What do you mean by behind? There is only left and right. What's behind?
Left of 0.
Okay, good. Yeah. Next, how do you represent? Where's negative 8? Here, right? So this one, with equal sign or no equal sign? This inequality is with equal sign or no equal sign?
No equal sign.
No equal sign, what you need to do? Equal sign, what you need to do? There is a difference. If there is a difference, then you need to represent differently. So in this case, now the answer is this. There is no equal sign for the inequality signs. So what you do? No equal sign, hollow. Equal sign, solid circle. Clearly you cannot remember. And this is not the first time we talk about this. What did I say once again? With equal sign and no equal sign. For inequality. What did I say just now?
Without equal sign is hollow, and then with equal sign is dot.
Solid circle.
Solid circle.
It's not a dot. It's a solid circle. This one is x is smaller or bigger than negative 8. How do you read this one? X is bigger or smaller than negative 8?
Smaller.
Smaller. Point to left or point to right?
Left.
For this one, it's a hollow one. For this one, because there's a equal sign, it's a solid one. That's how you represent. Both. How do you represent this? Do it on a blank space. X bigger or equal to 2. How do you represent it? Another line. I don't want the same line. Let me see. Okay. So since this is the one, they ask state the largest integer. So is negative 8 included?
No.
Then the next one.
Negative 9.
So the answer is negative 9. So actually what you need to do is so the answer is x smaller than negative 8. So you put 0, then negative 8 is here, right? Actually you give yourself the left and right. This is negative 7, this is negative 9. So this there was no equal sign, what happened?
No hollow.
Okay. Smaller, point to this. So the next, because negative 8 is not included. Negative 8 is not included. Can you see the hollow circle? It's not included. So I can only pick the one next to it, which is negative 9. That's why the answer is negative 9. You understand? So the same thing. Just now, x bigger or equal to 2, right? 0, 2. So you need to put the left and right number. The left is 1, the right is 3, right? So hollow or solid?
Solid.
Left or right? Point. Point left or point right?
Right.
So is the 2 included?
Yes.
So therefore the answer is 2 in this case. If the 2 is not included, let's say there was no equal sign, what's the answer for this? Is 2 included? The 2 is not included, right? So it has to be 3. That's how you decide. Understand? Okay, good. Next. We talk about it, you better memorize. You are going to be tested. Not term 3, term 4. Not, can be both. This one's good. Three significant figures. So this kind of question we have done enough. So you shouldn't get it wrong anymore. Okay? So irrational number. Once again 22/7. You put it under irrational number. Can you slap yourself? Can you slap yourself? 22/7 is what? Read. How do you read the one? 22/7. You read. One more time.
22/7.
How do you read this?
3/4.
When you read 3/4, when you read 20/7, what are all this?
Fraction.
Does it make sense? Does it make sense to you? Does it make sense to you now? How do you read this one? You read this as a fraction, right? 22/7, right? Okay, what is pi?
3.14 something.
What is this? When you read 3.14 something something something.
Decimal.
Decimal number. 3.14 leh.
Irrational.
Very good. What's decimal number? When you take pi equals to
3.14.
exactly. Can you read 3.14 again?
3.14.
You read 3.14. It's a decimal. 22 over 7.
22 over 7. Fraction.
It's a fraction. Pi.
3.14 something something.
What is this?
Irrational.
Exactly. The way you read it already tells you it's a fraction, and then you put it under irrational. Are you irrational? You know what's the meaning of irrational in English? You know what's the meaning of irrational in English? You are pretty irrational now. 22 over 7. Whenever you read 1 over 2, 1 over 3, 1 over 5, this is a fraction. And use the word over. It's a fraction. Of course, this fraction you can get it into 0.5. You can even get it to percentage. But if I ask you, what is this?
Half.
Ask what? Where you put this half?
Fraction.
Then where you put the 0.5?
Decimal.
By the way, they are the same thing, right? I mean, their value is the same. But the name to them is different. Just like this. The way you read is 22 over 7. Or do you read it 3 by 1? You don't read it that way, right? If you don't read it that way, then it's not irrational. You already tell yourself it's 22 over 7. It's a fraction. That's why you call it 22 over 7, right? We talked about this the other time. And you still make the same mistake. You are fooling yourself. You are not fooling me. You cannot fool me. Let me emphasize one here. You cannot fool me. So you better not fool yourself. And you don't fool yourself multiple times, okay? It's multiple times. You fool yourself multiple times. Not once, not twice. Whole number. Is 0 a whole number? Just from your memory. Why you need to read this? I still remember last time I asked you to circle this. And then put a whole number here. Is 0 a whole number?
No.
No or not sure? If not sure, you better admit you are not sure. Zero is a whole number. So you better remember that number 3. You circle the 0 and the positive together and call them whole. You know what's a whole now?
That means a number that's not decimal or fraction.
Yep. Can you get rid of your 22 over 7 under the irrational? Can you memorize this number 3? Where do you put the hole?
Here.
Where?
It's positive and 0.
Can you remember this? From today onwards?
Mm.
Don't fool yourself. Multiple times. Okay. If you fool yourself multiple times, you are insane. You don't give me 22 over 7 under irrational number from today onwards. You are always the problematic kid. Okay, we take a 5 minute break. Okay.